So for the basket weave, we're going to be using this Aldi. It's a double knit yarn, and I've used probably 3, maybe 400 grams in between, depending on how big you want your blanket to be. I use a 5mm hook, and obviously you'll just need your scissors at the end. So to begin with this one, we need to do multiples of 4. So if you work out your foundation chain, multiples of 4, and then work out how long you want it. So typically for a baby blanket, it's about 30 inches. So we would need to do our chain and just keep adding a multiple of 4. And this one worked out at 112 of my chain as an example. So you just keep going. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're not going to want to watch me do this chain. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to do 112 chain and come back to you. So I have got my 112 on my chain. We're going to start the next row. Now this is going to be your setup row, so it's like a base for your basket weave to be on. We need to do double crochets all the way along, but we need to do it from the 4th chain from your hook. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 4. We're going to go in this one, so it's going to leave 1, 2, 3 chains, which is our first double crochet. So we're going to go straight into that one, pull the chain through, yarn through rather, and you're going to go through 2, and then you're going to go through 2. So now we have got 2 double crochets on our work. We've got the first one, which is our chain of 3, because we went into the 4th chain. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and this is our second double crochet here. So all the way along into every chain, you're going to do a double crochet, and this sets up the whole blanket. So I think you've probably got the idea. I'm going to pause the video and then you can carry on, and I will meet you at the other end. So I've just got to my last stitch. So as you can see, we have got the foundation row already. So I've done my last double crochet here. I'm going to chain 2, which will be the first starting point of my next row, and we're going to turn our work around. Now we need to do an alternate of 4 front post double crochets and 4 back post. Now don't let that put you off. They are very easy to do once you've done a couple. So double crochet is the only stitch you're going to use in this entire blanket. We're going to ignore this first one here, and we're going to go front post. So every one of these double crochets we class as a post, because we're not working in the tops of the stitches anymore. So you're going to go through the back, so you've got the post at the front, hence why it's a front post double crochet. We're going to yarn over and pull it through and bring it back to the top. Now you've got your 3 loops on your hook. We're just going to complete the double crochet by going through 2 and going through 2. You have just done your first front post double crochet. Now we're going to do the second one. So as you can see, this is our next post. I'm going to go so that the post sits on your hook, yarn over, pull through and bring it to the top. Finish your double crochet through 2, through 2. You've done 2 front post double crochets. The same again, let the post sit on your hook. That is a front post. Pull through, through 2, through 2. You now have 3, and the same again for the last one of this sequence. Your post is sitting on your hook, so it's a front post. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Now you have just done 4 front post double crochets. Now the back post double crochets is obviously through the back of it, so we yarn over. We're going to put our hook through the next space. So this is a space here that we need, and we're working on this post. So we're going to go through, and the post is now on the back of your hook, hence being called a back post double crochet. We're going to pull the yarn through and bring it back to the top like we did the others. Gonna pull through 2, and we'll pull through 2. So that is your first back post double crochet. We'll do that again. So this is the post we're going to be doing. We want it to be on the back of our hook. So this is what it looks like this time, and it's on the back. I'm going to pull that yarn through. Just remember, you're just going to start off your double crochet. So I've pulled it through and pulled it to the top here. You've got your 3 on your hook, through 2, through 2. We have 2 back post. We'll do it again. So we're going to be working on this post. We want it to be on the back of our hook, so we've pushed it through so it's on the back. If I turn it this way for this one so you can see what we're doing, we're going to pull the yarn through that one. We're on the top now, through 2 and through 2. So that's 3. Let's get the 4th one done. So it's this post we're working on, and we want it on the back of our hook, hence why we've gone through that way, and it's sitting on the back. And you pull the yarn through so it's sitting on the top, through 2 and through 2. So now we have 4 front post, 4 back post, and if you turn it over, it's the same but in reverse. So these were our front posts, but on the other side they look like back posts, and these are our back posts, and on the reverse side they look as front posts. So let's do another repetition for you. So now we're back on our 4 front posts. So we put the hook through the back of it so that the post is sitting on the front of your hook, hence front post. Pull it up, through 2 and through 2. Yarn over, we're going to be on this one. Post is on the front, pull it up the top, through 2 and through 2. On the front, pull it to the top, through 2, through 2. Post is on the front of your hook, pull it through 2 and 2. So as you can see, we've got another 4 front posts. Back in with the back post ones, so we want to go in the other way. So we want this post to be on the back side of your hook, not the front this time. So we come up through the front like so, and at the back you can see the post, not at the front. Pull the yarn through just that one stitch, pull through 2 and pull through 2. Same again through the front so that it keeps the post on the back. Pull it back up, through 2, through 2. And again, let's pull it away so you can see what I'm doing. I'm coming up and pushing the post to the back, pulling my yarn through to get it back up the top, through 2 and through 2. So we have 3, we need 1 more in this repetition. So we come through so the post is on the back of our hook, put it back through, and then through 2, through 2. So we have got 4 sets done. We've got 4 front, 4 back, 4 front, 4 back, and as you can see, it's the same on the reverse but in the opposite places. So if you want to carry on to the end of your row, I'll meet you at the end. So now I'm just at the end of that first row. I've got 1 more of my front double crochets to do, so we'll get that one finished, which leaves us 1 more at the end here for you to do your double crochet into. So we're going to go into this top stitch of our chain of 3. So that's the back. We're going to go in through here and just do a double crochet. That's for your end. So as you can see, we've got front posts, back posts, 4 of each all the way along. We are now going to turn our work and we're going to work on row 2. Now we need to chain 2, which is always our end piece, the bit that you work into for your first initial stitch. So we're ignoring that one because that's our end piece. And as you can see, we've got our 4 back posts, which were our front posts on the other side. So we're going to do repetitions of 4 because we've got 4 stitches. We're going to do 4 rows of the same stitch. Now, because this was a front post on that side, it now becomes a back post on the opposite side. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to keep that first one to the back and we're going to do a back post in there, like so. It'll all become clear once you start going. So we're doing our first 4 back posts to keep them as back posts. That's 2, 3, and this last one here is number 4. So we keep it on the back. So that's what your back posts look like when you turn it over. They're still front posts. So obviously these are now front posts, but on the row before they were your back posts. So to keep them the same, we're doing front posts. So your post is on the front of your hook, yarn over, pull through and finish your double crochet. So we want the post on the front for a front post. And again. And the last one of this 4. Then we're back to the back posts. So we put the yarn, the hook through the back so that the post is on the back of your work. Pull it back up. You've now got 3. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do this a bit closer for you. So we go in through the back like so. So your bar, your post is on the back of your hook. Pull it through, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, going through the back, the post is on the back of your work, pull through 2, pull through 2, 2. It just leaves us this one here, through the back, keep the post on the back of your work. So I'm going to let you carry on. You're going to carry on with that sequence. You're going to do 4 front posts followed by 4 back posts, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. We just finished the end of row 2 and we've done our last 4th back post double crochet. We're just going to work in top of the last double crochet, which is obviously the start and the end of every round, that odd one on its own there. So I'm just going to put a double crochet into the top of that one. And that's row 2 complete. It's already beginning to take its shape. Now into row 3. Now you know you finished on a back post, so it's going to be a front post on the other side, as you can see. So yarn over. We're going to miss this first bit because that's just our end section, and you've got your 4 posts here. Front post, so your post is at the front of your hook, and you are just going to repeat that row again. So all the way down, you've got 4 front, 4 back. So this is row 3, and you have 4 rows in each set. So I will let you carry on. I'll meet you at the other end for your 4th row, and then we can change it up on our 5th row. Okay, just finished our row 3. We're on our last row of this particular repetition. So we are going to chain 2 and turn our work. And then we are going to start off with our back posts. So we're going to yarn over, going to put it through the front and through the back so that the post is at the back. Put it up so your work is at the top, and pull through 2, pull through 2. So you're going to finish this last row and then we'll show you how to carry on. So if you want to carry on right to the end, row 4, and then we're going to go straight into row 5. Right, that's your first 4 rows complete. And compared to this one, these do look slightly longer, but that won't be like that when you do your next row. I'll show you. So if you carried on the way you were, you're just going to get these channels of colour. So we need to create the baskets effect. So this one needs to now come up on this one. So when you chain 2 for row 5 and turn your work, we don't want to carry on with these front posts now. We want to go to back posts. So that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to yarn over, you're going to come through the front, put that on your back, so we have a back post, and pull it up. So for the next 4 rows, you are going to do exactly what you've done before, but we're just changing the first section so the sequence will follow as you go. We don't want columns, we want it to look like a basket, a weave effect. So there's our back posts. It's already breaking it up. And then our front posts, where our back posts were. It's 3 and number 4. Just do another lot of back posts for you. So we're going to come in through the front, keep the post on the back of our hook, pull it back up so you can see what you're doing. Yarn through 2, through 2. There we go. So you can already see that it's making a basket effect. So there we have the change, and you'll see more as it grows. So I will let you carry on with the pattern. So you're going to do row 5 is obviously the opposite of what you already saw, and then you're going to carry on like you did before. So you're going to do the whole 4 rows, and then when you get to the end of your 4th row, the following section of 4, you're going to do the opposite of what is here, and just follow it all the way up. I'm going to meet you once you've got your desired length, and we'll just finish it off together. So I've just finished enough rows now for my baby blanket. All I need to do is to sew in my ends. So you can make this as big or as small as you want. So you can go up to a toddler size or even make it for an adult bed. So I'm literally just weaving in this end along the bottom. Then I'm going to go back along. I'm going to miss that first one and then catch it back in those, and do that a couple of times. So that's one end, and here's the other one that we finished with. I was so lucky I almost ran out of yarn. And the same with this one. We're going to just feed it through the bottom. and then work our way back. And finally we just snip the ends off. And there we have our finished blanket. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll pop another one up.